All right, this morning I'm going to hike Picket Post Loop Trail just outside of Superior, Arizona, east of Phoenix, Arizona. It's 5 a.m. We got sunrise coming in about 15 minutes. And the reason I'm here so early is because I want to beat the heat. It's the beginning of June, and the hottest today is going to be about 97 degrees, but right now it is 65 degrees, so it feels amazing. This is my first time hiking this hike. It's about a 8 to 9 mile hike. I'm going to climb about 700 to 800 elevation throughout it, so should get some good cardio in, that's for sure. I like to try and show you the trail so you know what to expect before you do it. If that's the type of thing you like, please like and subscribe, and you can see other videos I've got of other trails, including the Grand Canyon. And eventually I'll do the hike where I'll go all the way to the peak, and when I do that, I'll include that in the video description as well. So enjoy. Well, initial impression, the trail is really easy to follow, so that's good. And I've been going 0.7 miles, and I've climbed 87 elevation. So far, just a fairly gradual climb, but later on it's supposed to get a little steeper. But good hike so far. All right, I'm 2 miles in. I've climbed 329 elevation, and looks like I've got about 6.5 miles to go. Hike's going real well. Again, perfect temperatures right now, starting early. It's fun to see the sun coming up. Yeah, great trail. hiking this trail at the beginning of June. There hasn't been a lot of rain lately, so there's not water flowing, but a lot of the pictures that you'll see online, see there's a wash right here, that if you come after it's been raining or during the rainy season, there'll be water flowing through there. Just to make sure there's not too much water, because you can't get to the trail. So no water running right now, but when there is moisture you will see some now. I opted to hike the trail counterclockwise, simply so that I could have the sun protecting me, or the mountain protecting me from the sun for the first while. And so I'm at this point 3.2 miles in. Now I'm getting the sun right in front of me, so rolling out the shades. All right, I'm a little over 3.5 miles in, with 5 miles to go, and I've climbed the main ascent. There'll be a little bit of points where I'm going down and then just kind of up again little bits, but overall it's all downhill from here. So feeling pretty good. I didn't really feel like I needed trekking poles, so I didn't use them. I brought them just in case, but didn't really feel like this was a trail that warranted it. So in case that's a question you had, don't worry about bringing trekking poles unless you know you have an issue with your knees or something like that. Then obviously you'll bring them for that reason. Definitely a lot of brush that'll brush against your legs, so it's nice having pants. All right, things are going well. We're over halfway distance-wise. Wanted to point out, as we're coming around the back side of Picket Post Loop, a lot of times the trail is less obvious, or there's like multiple little forks, and in many cases those forks come right back together, but then there are some other trails that branch off. So definitely is a good idea. Actually, this is a spot where the trail goes that way. Definitely a good idea to have a GPS for some of this area on the backside, because it is hard to tell exactly where the trail is at certain points. So GPS will make that easier for you. even though I've got a sun for a good chunk of this last half, there definitely are some good shady spots. We got big rock structures protecting us from the sun here. By afternoon that won't be protecting you, but right now it does, so it's nice. Every once in a while I get a temporary break from the sun. Well, the trail is completely blocked by this tree and all this overgrowth here, so we're gonna climb through it basically. Well, I guess we could go that way. I think that's the intended way. Alright, well, hopefully there's not an unintended snake or something in there. I'm going this way. I can see. Okay, yeah, that branch right there broke off. All right, we are through. Spider webs. Okay. Well, that last section there probably looks really cool in the video, but I really wasn't a fan of it. Trail was really hard to follow. If I didn't have a GPS, I would have been completely lost. And definitely kind of a overgrowth of plants, so kind of bushwhacking there a little bit, and if there had been water flowing in the river, my feet would be soaking wet right now. So if that sounds exciting to you, that last little segment would be great. I wasn't a fan, but the rest of this hike before that, and it looks like this next segment, I really like. So, just saying. Alright, here's another overgrown spot. Hands in the air. Looks like I got a few uninvited stickers poking at me. And even though there's certain sections of the trail I don't love, definitely all is very beautiful. Alright, let's see if we can cross without getting wet. Yeah! Got a little creek coming through this section here. On down. in the water. We've got a bunch of little tadpoles. I don't know if you can see it on the video. Well, that airplane definitely flew by pretty low, but it was kind of cool. Probably just some private airplane just flying around looking at the canyons for fun. Looks like a good time. The brush gets so thick over in that section that right now I'm choosing to just walk through the dry riverbed, because the GPS shows that the trail is going to keep crossing back and forth on the river here. So rather than having to basically just walk through tall grass and not know what's right next to my feet, I like to have open space. Overall, definitely some beautiful desert landscape. As I mentioned, on the back half of the hike, basically the middle 2 or 3 miles of it, I was not a fan. And really, for me, it was just a simple matter of super tall grass that I couldn't see through on both sides of me in a very narrow trail. And with the temperatures right now, there's easy potential for there to be rattlesnakes and that kind of a thing, and so I didn't want any surprises. And you can definitely hear a lot of lizards scurrying through the bushes, but so that was, I guess, one of the main reasons I didn't really like how narrow and bushy some of the trail got. I like to be able to have a wider trail and be able to see a little bit more. If that's not a concern for you, then it's not a big deal. That being said, I think I would like this trail better in the winter. Not because it was too hot right now, but just because I know things like snakes are not going to be there. I didn't see any snakes. I saw tons of lizards though. Right now, as I finish the hike, I think it's 76 degrees right now. So, but did a total of 9.05 miles, 3 hours and 7 minutes. So definitely got some good exercise in, and but yeah, definitely the first third, a little more than a third, I really liked. It was just mostly that back half that I wasn't a fan of. So, but overall, it's still really good trail. Just probably something I'd do more in the winter season. but otherwise got some good exercise. And I don't know if it's one that I will do again. If I do, it'll be in the winter, and I think it'd be a better trail to do with somebody as well. I don't know, just wasn't one of my favorite hikes, but I can see how it could still be a pretty popular one. It also is one that you can ride horses on as well, and so there's that appeal too. And then scenery, there's definitely really great desert landscape. I do plan on coming back though. There is a hike that goes all the way to the summit. That one I think would be appealing for me. So I'll come back and do that at some point. Once I do, I'll include that link in the video description. So thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like watching videos where you can see the trail. That way you can kind of learn what to expect, get a little perspective on it before you go. That way you know what you're getting yourself into. That's what I like to do with hiking, and I'm starting to get into a little bit of mountain biking as well. So like and subscribe and check out some of my other videos. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, I just checked, I have a 3-liter hydration bladder in my backpack, and I actually drank almost all of it on the hike today. So make sure you bring plenty of water. I tend to drink a lot of water. I had actually a couple extra liters of water in bottles, just in case, just because I knew this was a longer hike. I didn't expect to need them, but better to have it and not need it. So yeah, bring plenty of water.